The recently held Storyboard18 Global Pioneers Summit was a premier celebration of the visionary forces propelling businesses forward, spotlighting global brands emerging from India, an ever-growing hub of creativity and innovation on the world stage. Under the theme Powering Change Through Creative Catalysts, the summit highlighted the interplay of creativity and commerce, showcasing how inventive thinking fuels breakthroughs in technology, marketing, and consumer engagement. This year's summit boasted an impressive roster of speakers from diverse fields including government officials, corporate executives, marketing strategists, and creative pioneers. We are bringing you some of the conversations from the summit. First up, we have content creator Raj Shamani, who spoke about redefining digital success by prioritizing long-term impact, authenticity, and audience trust over fleeting viral fame.
So tell me, Raj, when you started off, did you always, back then, did you always know that you wanted to be a creator? Did you always think of yourself like that?
No, I still don't think I'm a creator. And I'll tell you why. I started with a very selfish agenda. That was, I want to learn about health, wealth, relationships, and country insights. That's it. I was so curious to learn about these things. And I was not able to figure out a way to learn in a better way. So I thought, why not I call people who have certain insights on these topics, and I start asking them questions. That's what I wanted to do, and I still do the same thing till date. So I don't think I'm a creator. I think I'm just a curious kid who wants to do something big.
What is your secret sauce to make, the story of or your content relatable to your audience?
So every time I create content, every 3 months, I ask myself just 5 questions, and I answer those 5 questions, then build my persona, and then try to build the content.
What are those 5 questions?
So, which city am I from? What am I doing today? What are my dreams? What are my challenges? And what is my age? Now, what do I mean by this? Because this gives me persona of who is Raj and what Raj is going to become. So I only want to attract people who are in the similar journey with me, because then they can relate with me. So I only talk to those people. So let's say I'm someone in 20s whose biggest problem is wants to break out and build an empire, and is from Indore trying to pay his bills in Mumbai. What can I learn? What do I need to learn so that I make it big in a tier 1 city while still chasing my dreams? These are the things that I ask myself. If the answers are same, then I create the same kind of content. Every 3 months, every 6 months, the answer is different. And then whatever that answer is, I try to create content in that level.
But you have such a variety of guests coming on your show. So how do you adapt those questions, as you go about it? It's not like a cut, copy, paste formula, right? So how do you do that? What is the strategy there?
There's no strategy around it. If you look at all the guests, they only are in 4 categories: health, wealth, relationships, and country insights. There's no other category. Now, what do I need to learn about them in certain categories is what I try to do. There are so many things which I learn, and you can see sneak peeks of those things that I've learned in my podcast. So recently I was learning about how how scripts are written in Hollywood, like how they build a hook, how they build the climax, what do they do from starting till the end. So I was just learning how to write a script and how to build a movie. Now you can see the glimpse of that in my podcast. Then last year, I learned about how to negotiate from one of the top negotiators in the world. So whatever they taught me about questioning hard and going deeper, you could see that in the blinks of my... So every year, I keep learning new things. I've learned negotiation, I've learned influencing, I've learned the art of interview, I've learned recently the script writing. The next I'm learning is how to make somebody open up. So I'm learning from a therapist, how do they do it? So I learn these things, and if you include all of these things together, the amalgamation of these things is what you get to see on the podcast. So that's a strategy.
Isn't that a key skill set for someone who is interviewing another person, right? How to open up?
I don't know. I just feel like, okay, somebody was... Here's what I do. I don't have some formula. I don't know what other interviewers or podcasters or anybody should do. I have no idea. So let's say you and me are talking and I feel like, oh, you were holding back something. I need to learn how to do that. And then from next day, I'll start learning that. So that's what I do. I saw somebody on my podcast not being so open about sharing certain things. So I wanted to learn how to go deeper.
So curiosity is what keeps you alive.
That's it. There's nothing else. Figuring out.
But Raj, these days curiosity also kills the cat, considering how content creators have been in news over the past couple of months. So how do you approach, your content? Like, do you think content creators today have it a little bit more challenging as compared to when you started off? Was it easier back then to say or to ask what you feel?
I think it's still the same. I think earlier also there was reaction. Even today there is so many reactions. I don't think anything has changed. I think the more you grow, the more people have eyeballs on you, the higher like you get more scrutinized. It was always back then in 90s also it was same, today also, just the medium is different. Earlier you would say something, you would get XYZ bashing from so many newspapers, now you get it on through memes and troll and social media. So I don't think anything has changed.
But it's more pronounced, it's more magnified now.
Anyone who'll get bigger and have more eyeballs will have to go through this. Now, what do they have to say and not say? I can't comment on that because I don't know. I've seen really, really good people saying good things and still getting cancelled. I've seen bad people saying bad things and getting cancelled. So I don't think it has changed. It's as it is. We just need to learn the system and we need to be as it is.
How do you deal with, let's say, feedback or, backlash? Like, what is your way to go about it? Have you faced it? What was your learning from that experience?
So for me, I've faced a lot of backlash, especially when it comes to my work ethic and because I work a lot and work-life balance, I don't believe in it. So I've faced a lot of backlash in that, right? And I constantly keep getting in. I get so many trolls and abuses as well. I mean, my way of dealing with it is my value system. If my value system and my personality and the way I am is not harming anybody, no matter what you say, I don't care. Because I know that I've not done wrong. The day I've done something wrong, I'll apologize and I'll move forward with it and I'll still put my head down. My simple way is, I didn't start this because of somebody's opinion. I'm not going to stop this because of somebody's opinion. So I'm just going to put my head down and keep working. So I genuinely don't care what other people say. But if they're giving me constructive feedback to improve, I'll definitely pick that up. I make notes every week, read every comment, and then improve on that. So I see there's a difference between hate and feedback. Yeah. If there's a feedback, I'll improve. If there's a hate, I'll ignore.